Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be comparing two primers. So this is a first for me. I'm actually really excited about this. I am comparing the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer versus the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. So I'm very curious to see how these compare to each other. And yeah, that's what today is going to be all about. And before we get started, please give this video a thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you love anything makeup, self-tanner, life related, then definitely make sure to subscribe. But if you want to see me compare these two, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alrighty, so huge shout out to my amazing sister for giving me this video idea. She is just the best sister I could have ever asked for, so big shout out to her. But this was such a great idea because I honestly have never compared primers on my channel, and I feel like I don't talk about primers on my channel as much as I should, I guess, because primers are so important, I feel like, for your makeup. So I wanted to compare these two. So I have them pulled up. The first one I'm going to read up on is the Hourglass. Love this stuff, by the way. So this is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. This goes for $58. I know the price tag is steep, and it was a hard pill to swallow when I was purchasing, because I'm like, oh, $58 for a primer, so worth it. So this is 1 ounce, and the packaging is just insane. Like, this is the prettiest primer I've ever owned. It is just gorgeous, or one of the prettiest. The highlights say natural finish, best for dry combo and normal skin, good for pores. It says a translucent skin perfecting primer that smooths, absorbs shine, and adds a visibly blurred airbrushed finish while extending makeup wear. Formulated with innovative microspherical powders, this multi-purpose primer visibly blurs imperfections, minimizes pores and fine lines, and absorbs excess oil for a near-instant skin perfecting finish. The weightless translucent gel formula enhances the application, look, and wear of the makeup. And it really does do all of that. Like, this stuff is amazing. Packaging is glass. Like, this stuff feels like it's $58. Next up, we have Rare Beauty. This is freaking adorable, by the way. Just like the pink on pink packaging. It's so cute. This is the Pore Diffusing Primer. I know there's one more. It's like the Illuminating. This is the Pore Diffusing from the Always an Optimist collection. This is 0.94 ounces, so you get just like a touch less of product than with the Hourglass. This one goes for $28, you guys, so there's a huge difference in price. Like, that is like less or more than double the amount less than the Hourglass one, but you get just like a tiny bit less product at the same time. So the highlights for this say liquid formula, good for pores, vegan, hyaluronic acid, matte finish. It says a hydrating, cushiony gel primer that blurs the look of pores and fine lines, boosts and extends makeup wear, and helps fight shine all day. Good for normal, oily, dry combination skin. I cannot read today. Oh my god. Anyways, great alone or under makeup, this lightweight plush gel primer helps absorb shine, visibly evens out skin texture, and smooths away the look of pores quickly with a soft focus effect. It is made with hyaluronic acid and also soothes while providing lasting hydration, so skin stays comfortable all day under makeup. So if you ask me, they sound really similar in their descriptions. I think really the only difference that I noticed was that the Rare Beauty one says it's mattifying, and then this one says it has a natural finish. So we'll see how different they are, but I want to swatch on the back of my hand so you guys could see just like what they look like next to each other. So here is Rare Beauty. It comes off a little bit pinky. Obviously it goes off clear afterwards. Feels very like silky, soft, and smooth. Super nice. And then the Hourglass is a white gel. Comes off clear. I will say, just like comparing the feeling of the two, I like almost want to say the Hourglass one feels a little bit like thicker. Like the Rare Beauty one feels a little bit more like a lightweight kind of gel, and the I keep mixing them up. The Hourglass one has a lot more of like, not a lot, but it has a little bit of a thicker consistency. So we'll see how that translates onto the face. So I want to put one on one side, one on the other side, see what they look like without makeup, and then I'm going to put makeup on top of my face so we could see if there's any differences after makeup application. So I'm going to do Rare Beauty on my left and Hourglass on my right, and then we will talk. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, I just finished applying both. Here is a look at both sides. So this is the Hourglass side. This is the Rare Beauty side. And if you're anything like me, you probably did not notice any kind of difference between the two, to be honest. So as far as like what both of them do for my pores, I feel like they're doing exactly the same thing, you guys. Like I was like staring at myself hard for a minute there, and they both have, just like without makeup, the same kind of like blurring effect on the skin. Like I feel like my pores and just everything on my face on both sides looks very soft and silky and smooth. They both felt so good to apply on my skin. They feel pretty much the same, you guys. Like I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the Rare Beauty one feels a little bit more like a moisturizer. Not that it does feel like a moisturizer, but it feels more like it has more of a little bit of that consistency versus like the Hourglass one flat out literally feels like silk on my face. They feel very, very similar, but since I'm like looking at like the similarities and differences between the two, I do notice like that one thing. Not to say one is like better or worse than the other, because they both feel really, really good, but that's really all I have. Neither of them really has a smell, so that's a good thing too. So far I'm getting the same kind of thing from both of them. So I'm confused. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I'm gonna go put the rest of my makeup on really quick and see how my face of makeup, I guess, looks on top of both of these. And then I'll let you guys know if I see any other differences, how things work with other products, and then I'll let you know which one I think is more worth it. So give me 1 second and I will be right back. Okay guys, I am back. Here is my face. I'm gonna give you a quick little close-up. So here's the Hourglass side on my right, and here is the Rare Beauty side on my left. And let me get like a middle close-up so you guys can look at me. I know, we are up close and personal today. I think that was enough. So I don't know what you guys saw right there, but for me personally, first of all, I'm having a very good makeup day. I know I did a very simple makeup look, but I'm glowing today, and I think that has a lot to do with both of these primers and just how amazing they are, because what pores on both sides, honestly. So that brings me to my next point. Makeup on top of both sides, so easy to apply, so just like everything melted in together so just nicely and beautifully, and everything looks very smooth and perfect. Like no lines or anything like that, no clinging to any dry patches, nothing. So I don't know, you guys, I am so torn on the difference between these two. I feel like they are so similar. Like I would literally think that they were the same product if I didn't just know that I put two different ones on each side of my face. Like if you were just looking at me like this, it's like I'm wearing one product. Like there's no difference between the two. And I know the Rare Beauty one says that it's mattifying and the Hourglass one says it has a natural finish. I personally think I'm getting the same finish pretty much from both of them. I don't think one side of my face looks more matte than the other, but you guys let me know. I feel like they're very, very, very similar in what they're doing. I would say really the only difference between the two, and I guess you would be able to tell this, the Hourglass one feels more like matted down, like dried down, I guess, than the Rare Beauty one. The Rare Beauty one feels like not sticky or gross or anything like that. It still feels really, really good, but it feels more like moisturized, I guess. Like you could feel like it feels like I have skincare underneath. The Hourglass one just feels more like matted down in that sense, like feeling wise, not look wise, just like feeling. So I know I mentioned in the beginning the Rare Beauty one has a little bit more of that like gel-ish, like moisturizer-y feeling to it, and that like shines through this as well, but just like how they feel on my face without touching, they feel exactly the same. They look exactly the same. So I don't have a favorite. I think I love both of them equally, and I'm going to use and abuse both of them equally because I think they're both really, really amazing products. But if I had to recommend one to you guys, obviously I'm going to recommend the Rare Beauty one, because if you're going to be getting pretty much the same look, go with the one that's like pretty much double the amount less. I think that just makes sense. I think if like having a moisturized feeling is gonna bother you, if you want something that feels more like matted down, by all means go for the Hourglass. Or if you really, really want something that's going to wow you with the packaging, I think the Hourglass packaging is obviously nicer. But as far as performance goes, I think Rare Beauty is an amazing dupe for the Hourglass one. It does almost exactly the same thing and it looks insane. It's beautiful and it's like half the price. So I'm gonna say Rare Beauty for this one, but that's all I've got for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed, but comment and let me know what you guys think. I love both. Like I said, I'm gonna keep using both, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know what else you guys want me to review. Give this a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, but stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.